Okay, yeah, we're back on Cool Lake again today. We're gonna be doing a little jigging. A little bit windier today, so hopefully we can find some fish and get on a hot bite. So if you want to improve your jigging and learn how to find these schools of active fish, this video is for you, so stay tuned. Got one. There's a couple of them chasing it down there and popped her up the bottom, reeled up a couple turns, and sure enough we finally got one to hit here. We've been playing this little school for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes now. A couple bites here and there, but never got hooked up to anything, so this is the first fish to get hooked up to. Not a bad way to start off the morning here. Nice healthy Cold Lake Lake here. Got him on a walleye wasabi. Hooked right in the corner of the mouth there. Yeah, some beauty. We'll get him back in the water here. Oh, right on. What a way to start. Found a little school, started working them. We'll try to get back on that school. There was quite a few in there and they seem pretty hungry, so. There's a little bit of a mark up higher here. We'll reel up. Got one chasing us too. There we go. That one chased us straight up from the bottom there. Pretty much hit just below the boat. There's a couple more down there. Oh yeah, another chunky laker today. Another good one. So getting on the walleye wasabi. Up right in the corner of the mouth here. Chunky one. I'll get a quick measurement on him. "27.5 inches. This is another healthy fish, pretty much average fish here. So we'll get this guy back in the water. So we caught a couple fish right off the bat there, up in a little shallower water, 40 and 50 feet. It's kind of nice catching them up there, a little bit less water. They usually put on a pretty good fight. So I'm gonna go show you what I was looking for and we'll get back on that school of fish. We drifted off of them after that last fish and hopefully we'll hook up a few more here pretty quick. Yeah, there you go. There's a nice school hanging out, 50 feet of water. We'll just flip around up here. We'll catch a couple of these fish. That's what I like to see. A couple higher in the water column. Those are your more active fish. So that's yeah, it looks good. We'll see if we can get on top of these ones. There we go. Got the boat spun around. Just dropping our lines. Still got fish right under us. That's always a good sign. We'll hopefully hook up to something here pretty quick if they're aggressive. Got one coming up here. Oh yeah, he's flying. There we go. Like 18 feet under the boat. Could tell he's just started closing that distance pretty quick. There we go, we got the easy catch on our release that time. Just go to 23, 24 inch lake trout. We'll drop back down there and see if we can get another one here. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, see that one come flying up at it? Just dropped it down for a second and see him start coming up, so I gave her a couple quick cranks and sure enough. Wow, that's awesome when they're hitting that aggressively. Feels like just a smaller fish here. So a littler guy, we'll get him back in the water. Another one chasing. I seen that one hit right under the boat here. So that's right at my leader ready. Another nice lake trout on that walleye pole dancer with the orange blade. Get them back in the water. Oh yeah, here we go. Got him. Could tell that one just came right out of that school of fish there. I started reeling up, getting them to chase. When you're trying to convince these fish to bite, it's always a good idea to picture it as you're trying to outrun the fish almost. So when you see one come up at your hook, you want to try to get it away from it. It definitely convinces that fish that it's a piece of bait and it's trying to flee before it gets caught. And something about it just triggers those fish. Another nice healthy lake trout, probably a 25, 26 incher. Get that hook out and I'll get him back in the water. School's still right below us, so we're gonna drop down again, see if we can get another. That's 3 already out of this school. It's been pretty productive for us. There we go. That one chased straight up right away. Another beautiful laker. Probably again about a 27-inch fish. Get him back in the water here. Oh yeah, that one flew right off the bottom. See him come straight up there. Of course, he's with the school again. So what I mean by finding a school of active fish like this is the 5th one we've hooked up on out of this school. Probably 45 minutes or so. Just bumping that motor in and out of reverse, and yeah, it's paying off here. Just staying on top of these fish. They're moving in and out a little bit, but for the most part, they're still hungry. There's still another 4 or 5 on the screen. A little bit smaller of one, this one. Yeah, just a little guy. I'll get him back. There's lots of fish on the screen there. I'll see if we can get back down there. Got that one dropping down. The line stopped going to the bottom, so I reeled up, set the hook into him. It's always a good idea to pay attention to your line when you're dropping down. If you know you're not on bottom yet and your line stops like that, chances are a fish picked it up on the way down. This is a little guy. We'll get him back in the water here. There you go. Another beauty, 27, 28-inch fish. Again, that walleye tube has been the key here. Get it out. Get her back in the water. So yeah, this walleye tube has been pretty hot today. It's got a little blade on, orange blade on the back. It actually spins at a pretty low rate of speed in the water. Creates lots of vibration. Gives those fish something to chase up. There we go. There was 2 that came up out of that time, but school's still pretty active, so we're just kind of sticking with them here. Another nice healthy lake trout. Pretty much the standard size out here. Get them back in the water. Wow, I got some coming here. There we go. It's another little guy. I'll get him back down there. It's another beauty laker. Get this guy back down. I think it's his 10th fish we've got from this little school, so just goes to show you that if you find a school like that, you can just get on top of them and jig them and you should catch quite a few fish. Just dropping down, I seen one kind of come up a little bit, so I started reeling. Sure enough, it hit pretty much instant. There's still another 3 or 4 fish down there. Still working that same school, hooking up here and there. Been fishing for just over an hour. This will be the 12th fish from this school. Another little guy on that walleye tube. Yeah, hopefully a few of these jigging trips kind of help you out and just show you that you don't need downriggers to catch these lake trout. You can come out. It's pretty windy this morning. It started to lay down now, but yeah, you don't need anything special. Just a good heavy rod and a couple tube jigs, and you should be good to go for a day of fishing Cold Lake. And yeah, just make sure you stay on that motor and keep your lines pretty vertical. That's definitely one of the keys to staying on these fish, and drive around till you mark them. Don't be afraid if you're not marking fish to move. Find the fish before you drop down is my biggest thing. If they're not active, just move to the next school. And if you like this content, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the water next time.